Hello.
Yo, yo.
All right, we are back in it. This is going to be a shorter than usual session, regardless of where we get to. We've only got a few hours, and then we're gonna be out. Oh, you know what though?
What's up?
Before I get to that, I just made myself a little note. It'd be a good time to announce the new schedule.
Oh, okay.
Just to let everybody know what's going on. Let me kill the background music for a minute there. Yes. So here we can just make a little segment and put this up on the main channel. So, long story short, I am going to be upgrading to real family man hours, meaning that with daycare and all the other baby needs coming up, we are going to have to shift the channel schedule around. So right now we've been more or less having a 3 o'clock, 3:30 start time, roughly till about 8 p.m. every day has been the schedule, minus Sundays and Fridays. And we are going to be shifting that backward to get a little bit, to start the day a little bit earlier and to end the day a little. So what that's going to look like is, this doesn't matter for, of course, the like anime readers or anime watchers, because you're just catching that on the regular schedule when it goes up. But if you're trying to catch us live and to catch the manga as it's being drawn, so to speak, the live streams on YouTube and on Twitch, we're going to be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern on most days. That's almost like a throwback to how it used to be in 2018 or so, or maybe 2020 or 2019. We're going to be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern on most weekdays, and we're going to be going till 5 p.m. So, be that stream, be that podcast, whatever's happening during the week, Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturdays, we can continue to have a 3 to 8 kind of thing going, because the weekends are still on the schedule.
Oh.
But otherwise, we're shifting things back a little bit. We're going to be ending a little earlier, and we're going to be. I guess we have to tighten up a little bit too, because we have a little bit less time to play with. So we're gonna have to meander a little less. We'll read the messages and kind of get down to it. Brass tacks are gonna have to happen because we're losing about a half hour on average with the day schedule. Okay, so yeah, if you're on European hours or you're on West Coast hours, then that's pretty solid for you. If you're on East Coast hours and you're used to this, for your afternoon, it's going to be happening a little after lunch. That's going to be it. Again, not much change if you just catched everything and if you caught everything after the fact. But if you want to tune in live, new hour is going to get posted from here on out. And as usual, if you want to keep an eye on the schedule, you can take a look at my socials. So on Blue Sky, on Twitter, and then the schedule on Twitch does get updated as well. So those are the places to find out what we're doing each. And I don't always get your schedule up immediately on Sunday nights, unfortunately. Sometimes if I'm not busy, I'm often waiting on a confirmation or so. So if there's a guest or somebody that has not yet confirmed what they're going to be doing on Saturday, or if there's an announcement for a beta or something else happening, sometimes it's difficult to like put the schedule out immediately on Sunday nights, or so, that'll kind of still have to be pending. But overall, you can tune in to get the schedule on Blue Sky, my Twitter. All right.
Sounds good. All right. Now we're going to be pandering to the Europeans and the Africans.
What's that? What's African time zone shifted to?
Oh, probably like still around the same.
A little
Time
further
zone,
back,
you know?
GMT, Greenwich Meridian.
You
I don't
know?
know. I don't know what time zones are going on in over there. You brought it up. I thought you had some takes on it, some knowledge.
Well, like the globe shifts, the globe shifts.
Wakanda time. Let's go.
That's good. That's so North American dumbassery. Don't do that. We're sorry, Africa. We're sorry. Unless you got that adamantium going, then Yo.
Which country specifically? Because you're apologizing while doing the broad generalization of to begin with, of treating it all like Africa is a country.
No. I said Europe and Africa. What's
Sure,
the problem?
Fine.
Oh my god. No, now you're twisting my words.
I am.
I'm just in my head seeing.
Can we just announce new hours
shifting.
in peace?
That's
Can we
right.
just announce new hours in peace?
The globe is shifting.
We're announcing new hours.
Different people are going to be awake with us.
All we had to do was tell the people when to show up from now on.
Gosh.
Where are we going? What is even happening? Just keep digging. All right, schedule.
You're digging around me. I didn't say anything wrong until you made it weird.
This is trenches.
God damn it.
Solidus, please.
See you next week, folks.
Alrighty. What happened the last time we popped this in?
Man, that guy is still not in jail.
He's not in jail and it's kind of fucked up. Assassins are murdering people. And if I'm not mistaken, Gumshoe is on an insane time crisis mission.
Yeah.
Action! QTEs.
He's actually shirtless right now.
Reload! Reload! Heavy machine gun. Brrr, like Hammer of Dawn, blowing up the big top. Is this the latest one? This
Tent is on fire.
Yep. Yep, correct.
Casey Edwards is going crazy.
But where did we leave? Where did we leave off conversationally? Because this is a mid-flow discussion.
Right.
Let's pull the notes up.
We had a big hiatus in the middle of something happening.
Okay, so the last things that happened. Powers on the stand. On guard gave the bellboy a roll of cash. The bellboy was the assassin. Powers testified to seeing the bellboy a second time that night. Thought it was strange for a bellboy to come out of the guest's room empty-handed. The picture shows that there's a tray with a bottle of juice on it. Powers says the bellboy was wearing pitch-black gloves.
Oh.
He testifies during their second meeting. He thinks he saw the bellboy give a wooden statue stolen from the scene of the crime. And then Phoenix Wright intuits that it's the bear. Edgeworth says the killer was hiding at On Guard Mansion as its butler. The wooden bear is brought to the mansion by the killer, given to him by On Guard. Judge wants to cast a verdict. We got to drag the trial out. Phoenix pulls out his gun. Judge asks who the killer's real client is, and therefore the real murderer. Is it Adrian Andrews? The crowd hates Phoenix. He thinks to himself.
As they should.
Got a stall. Adrian Andrews on the stand. She testifies that the wooden bear is a puzzle, and it can store a small item inside, and that was the suicide note left by Impacts. Adrian Andrews wanted to destroy the note before it became public, and then the note itself has a record of what happened, about how she was used and thrown away by On Guard, was engaged to Corrida, and On Guard's role in destroying that, how she decided to end it all. Right, and Impacts was, or rather, Corrida simply couldn't handle the past being a thing.
Yeah.
So he was weak and awful.
Terrible.
And Edgeworth now wants to establish a motive for the murder. Phoenix continues to defend On Guard while stalling for time. Phoenix Wright says On Guard could not have known what was written on the note. Edgeworth presents the camera. Where did he get that from? The court record. On Guard's fingerprints were on the camera. What was the reason that Phoenix came up with for him not knowing about the note? He had some solid logic. Is it because he couldn't open the puzzle, or was it fuck, there was something there that was the Phoenix's thread of logic. It was just simply because like the only people that knew how to open the puzzle were Adrian and
Adrian and Juan.
Yeah.
I did it. Okay, yeah.
Right. Okay. Because like he knew it was important, but he never actually saw the note itself, so we couldn't have intuited that.
Yeah, Andrews was the one who was like, "This is a puzzle, and you can hide something in it, right?"
Right. Okay. What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Did I figure out what it is? It still needs to be looked at? Did I let it go? Oof. Do I have to go back and save?
So like, remember what was the flow that led to this?
What led to this moment? Yeah, god damn it. Oh boy. In the middle of a bluff too. I mean, here, let's go with the bluff and see if we can figure it out.
That's how you play, baby.
I have an objection, Your Honor. I don't know what it is, but let's figure it out. If you remember, let me know.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection! Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You are beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
You're a ghost. No one can hear you. Yes, we can. We're just not paying attention.
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
So close, Mr. Edgeworth. There's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it the bear?
Is it
the big bear?
Did we talk about the with love on the back already? I think we did. I think this got used already to prove the connection between Impax and Matt.
Okay.
God damn.
Yeah, that's rough.
Do you remember what? Does that ring a bell?
That's rough.
There's a moment where I feel like this got used. And then there was this. It could be something like this, but that got used already for. Let's see.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed.
Of my
but
head.
I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter.
Whoops.
Mr. Wright, after this trial is over, I would like to see you in my chambers. I think there are a few things we need to discuss.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, hold on.
You're going to speak. At least use your brain to make up something intelligible. So, you're telling me that I forgot something.
I can't believe they're not referring to it at all. Bad save.
Alright, let's go back.
Bad save. By about 7 minutes. Suicide note of the figure eight. Suicide note. Yeah. Everyone's shooting left. We're only going to get text logs in the later games. I think Your Honor believes the Knight on Guard killed in order to obtain this note. That seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here.
Because he couldn't have known that there was a note inside, right?
Hey, so say Knight on Guard could not have known. but I didn't think of it that way, and I thought it was rather... No one would kill for a note without knowing what it said. You could know what it said because it was trapped inside.
Make a valid point. What's your opinion, Edgeworth? Vote of appreciation. Where's the camera? Very small camera for spying.
And we know
that he took from your record.
Yes. And we have purchase proof of him buying it.
Greta's personal life was watched by On Guard. Sort of.
And...
Oh, different cameras.
He searched the victim's house. Right, he went to Corrida's house, which is a place we've never been. And then Gumshoe's bug sweeper.
Against fingerprints.
Matt Vanguard's fingerprints were on camera. So he would have learned by spying on him.
Think, Phoenix, thinks. Well, you can't run away, Phoenix. You're a grown man.
Okay, and then we cryptically referred to a random piece of evidence. So he's saying it doesn't matter because I found another camera and I used the bug sweeper to know that Corrida was being spied on. And then in the court record, this has never come up.
That would be weird. What do you mean you've been in contact with the killer this whole time?
Yeah, but it's in the list, right? And they're being really coy about what the item is. So this got used. This is pointless because we already got the letter out of it. Unless it's particularly the specifics of the deal. This was proved to go who purchased. Yeah, I guess, considering it's been sitting here the whole time, irrelevant. Could be. If not, just the letter itself.
Oh.
Objection!
But what is the piece of evidence? Oh. And go back to that save. Ooh. Mia said that Edgeworth might have missed something about a piece of evidence, right?
Yeah, she coyly says there's something you didn't investigate.
Something that Edgeworth might have missed. So Edgeworth knows about the piece of evidence,
but he did not investigate it thoroughly.
Yeah.
And
so it wouldn't be the receiver, right?
Well, the problem is it's... My logic is that there's something that has been sitting here the whole time that has gone unused.
Okay.
Typically, I feel like in previous cases, this would be the moment where something that was there the whole time, but has been that you have not paid attention to yet, now would be the time to dig back and pull out a piece that you forgot about.
Okay. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as like, oh, there's something that he knows about, and there's one particular thing that he didn't like. It's an aspect of it that he did not notice calculate.
I mean, that's possible
Yeah.
too, of course. I mean, we can just look at the note itself if we need to, perhaps.
That is Mrs. Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows?
Oh.
I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
as to whether or not this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that has yet to be remotely confirmed. Even remotely confirmed.
Phoenix? Phoenix? Mr.
Stall.
Wright? You can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright,
Down back.
are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Down back. Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
Yo!
Down back.
How dare you?
Lame it out. All day.
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Emotional conjecture. Your Honor, objection. If this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote this so you could use it to frame Matt On Guard.
I did no such thing. Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note as a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
That's enough! Holy... Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Your Honor, I have no idea what this piece of paper is. I don't know where it came from. You're telling me they're making claims about what it is, but this court does not recognize this piece of paper.
That's crazy! That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
Handwriting analysis, my butt! That's just a lawyer. On Guard's guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty!
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 Burn the witch!
Guilty!
Burn the witch!
Her pants are whack!
Repent! Oh! Shame.
Shame!
Shame!
What is that sound? Mr. Wright, why are you dancing? This is neither the time nor the place.
Yo! Ha! 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 Henshin! Yeah!
Homeless Phoenix.
Beep. Gumshoe. Hello? Gumshoe? What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides, I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do, pal. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But, The two of them were already gone. We killed a lot of people to get here, pal. The bodies. The bodies, the things I've seen.
I got a report for days. This is terrible.
I'm gonna keep looking for him, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. And a few more bullets. Reload! Action! But don't tell me we don't have any more.
Guilty.
Shame!
To jail.
Shame!
To jail.
Burn the witch! Burn the witch! You hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
I can't do that!
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take over your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Take that! Huh. Mr. Edgeworth! Please! You gotta buy us some more time.
Court is in session.
Damn. Cold.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying... Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but...
I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Miles? You fuck?
Please wait, Your Honor.
Fucking one frame asshole. Edgeworth?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
Palm on the desk is the power of 10 gavels.
For what purpose? Holy moly.
Was that real?
Oh,
Was that real?
Judge is hungry.
Oh
Judge
my god!
is super hungry.
I hope the mics picked that up. That was incredible. That was a full-on Samurai Champloo. Reggie's stomach actually rumbled.
I already placed the order.
I was literally about to make an Uber Eats order.
The guy is on his way.
I was about to make a joke about the food, and I was interrupted by the of your actual stomach. That's amazing. Judge gotta eat. Yo, method?
Method acting.
That's crazy.
I came here hungry.
Holy shit.
All right?
LP hungry.
I do this for the content.
That's a, yo, Reggie Day Lewis. All right.
It's been a long court day. You can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
When my stomach could be full.
Yes. 30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for.
Please, Your Honor. Uji?
Very well.
Uji.
At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
Now I have to order from one of the closer places that don't taste as good. Not sure if this is helping. Hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
Better get me some truffle fries, I tell you what.
Does this count as overtime? Can I get it for free? Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
The killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time.
Report.
Is that, Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Right. Looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind in accident. By accident in his rush to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, thought you'd ask, pal. I got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. And those guys weren't looking. I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir. But I gotta put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk card, say I'd be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
All right, just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission, and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! Damn! Gumshoe driving mission commenced!
That's crazy.
Crazy taxi style! Just swerving through, red lights, going behind the ambulance.
Actually, it begins with... Stupid car, come on, I need to go!
Never mind, commandeered! I need your car! Get out the car, pal! Get out the car! What's going on? Official police business! Say you're not a cop anymore! You shut your goddamn mouth! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Oh boy.
Yeah! Items left by the murderer, huh? There's something among them that'll be decisive enough to end this. I want the Gumshoe game so bad, dude. Gumshoe is redlining.
Hey, what's wrong?
What the fuck?
Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
No one. Stop. Pal. What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We gotta hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. The cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either.
Oh my god.
Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
Oh, we can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
I'm sure I have to get into an accident now. Any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment?
There has to be a way, right?
There must be a way.
There must be a way.
That's right. There is a way.
What? How?
Sure, we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Ah! Yeah. Yeah.
Right? We're not in the middle of a mock trial here.
Oh, damn. I guess we can't go, hey, killer, help us!
I guess it's up to me. Alright, I will think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best.
Say something wrong? Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. Oh, we're moving on. I know my client is guilty. What I'm doing now, I'm pitting the guilt onto someone totally innocent, using the evidence to do so. Might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright, death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, Bailiff?
There's a phone call for you, sir. Said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call.
What would have helped? Was the bear in his possession? Would it have been the camera? Do you have any idea what would have helped there?
Well, in the evidence list, I don't know. It was a person? Oh. Well, now I'm curious.
Maya? Maybe? I guess it could have been Maya. Okay. I have to go take this call.
In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Oh man, now I'm like super curious.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea, but I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm like, well, anyway. Well, fail path it is then.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
It required you to remember a joke from the previous case.
From the previous case?
Something about Big Top?
So all of these people are not in Big Top except for...
Okay, all right. Okay, as long as we can find out later, then.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... It's nothing, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Edgeworth?
It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Mrs. Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
Oh? What?
Whoa, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake.
Yo, hard bluffs into truths?
Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what's going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it? We will need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida.
Yo, Mr. Corrida?
Well, well. It looks like Miss Impact never left a suicide note after all.
Bro, these twists. These turns. We're in a fucking hairpin into hairpin moment of the racetrack.
She never wrote anything about En Garde. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. En Garde could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged.
So Juan walked in, saw the body, assumed the motives because he broke up with her, and then wrote a fake note on the spot implicating what he assumed would be a tool for revenge later.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
Fucking psychotic. That's so
crazy.
insane. That is so insane. Never mind. I was previously like, oh, like he's not swirling brandy and Eisening, but that is absolutely psychopathic.
Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible.
Like, you already left her for nothing, and then you immediately just were like, oh, I could use this. Right? I could use this
on the
tragedy.
spot, right away.
On the spot, I could use this tragedy. Holy shit, dude. Man. This is like the... Anyway. There's like a trope of like things where the victim in certain movies or certain shows and cases over time kind of becomes someone that's like, oh, they kind of deserved it. And or, oh, don't worry, they weren't that important anyway, right? Like old horror movie tropes of like, okay, you know, black guy dies first, all that stuff. But then also, you know who else gets it? The whore. Why? Because she's loose.
Yes, loose morals.
Then you can't protect that. She gets offed immediately, right?
She's on the wrong path.
That type of shit.
Strayed from the Lord.
Yeah, and there's like an invisible camera ideology behind that, which is like the morality of the world has decided that you should die in a way, and we slowly uncover that as the time goes on. This is like that hyper concentrated. Holy shit. That's nuts. Something's a little wrong with it. Okay, hold on. Presenting something that might contradict the idea that the suicide note was faked. It would have to be one of these. I'm thinking this, potentially what Adrian knows. Everything else is just too specific. Unless it's a profile, which we can do as well. Let's see. The defense believes that this theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. Everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, and it's impossible for Mr. Ungard to not have known it was a fake.
Oh, yeah, that's different. They're not trying to get us to prove that the note might be real. They want us to prove that Angard knew it was a fake. But how?
It is impossible that On Guard it is impossible for On Guard to not have known it was a fake. On Guard knew it was fake.
Yeah.
It's impossible that he didn't.
What
So, would it not be? But didn't we just establish that he couldn't open the bear?
Uh-huh.
We just established that he couldn't open the bear.
Huh?
But he was spying, so he knew about the existence.
And do we know when the note was put inside the bear?
No.
That's something we don't know, right?
No, we don't.
I guess he was spying with the camera?
But that's the only thing.
Yeah.
But here's the other problem. When the camera that Edgeworth pulled out just now is not this camera, right? So
Yeah.
he would have, like, if this bear ever opened up, this bear would have shown him. But we don't know. That's like it's a stretch. We don't know that this ever happened.
Would he have seen Corrida put the note inside the bear?
If the note was placed in the bear at the hotel. But I wasn't under that impression. I thought this was all done a very long time ago. Not now.
Yeah. I don't know when exactly it was done. What is this little item called again?
A camera, Your Honor? Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right. A camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. On Guard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that correct?
Huh?
If that were true, then this means On Guard would have known that the victim had forged the note.
Ah! So then the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. Prosecution's theory as to what Mr. On Guard's motive for murder was suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. On Guard monitored Mr. Corrida 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. On Guard didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made a forgery at an unknown place?
Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. Phoenix hitting all their no use right now.
The timeline is getting very convoluted. Who knows what at each moment is getting very difficult to track. And there's too many hypotheticals about what was done at the hotel room. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of, oh, if, oh, maybe, oh, plausible, could be denied, you know. Oh. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured. It came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next? Yeah, we're moving on from the fact that he was spying at him everywhere. And that whole camera room setup was for monitoring not just the hotel room, but Edgeworth said he sweeped on Corrida's place and found more cameras.
Corrida's place?
He said the victims. He said I swept the camera that I pulled out is not the one in your evidence. This camera I got because I swept the victim's home and found it.
Okay.
Meaning he was being monitored at home.
Yeah. That's
prior to the murder. So all of that equipment in that back room and the computer and the logs and the tapes and whatever.
What was the camera at Angard's or at Corrida's? Angard's house?
Sorry, didn't he say the victim's house?
Now I'm not sure anymore. Now I'm confused. It was Corrida's? Yes, no.
He
did.
Phoenix Edgeworth pulled a new camera out.
Yes. And he said this is not the one that you found on the bear.
This is a camera because I swept the victim's home.
The victim's house. Okay.
The victim is Juan Corrida.
Corrida.
Therefore, he went to Corrida's house, found a spy camera that was then obviously placed by On Guard.
Okay. If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Angard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual.
You're stuttering? Not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
God damn it.
This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness? It's, yes? Go on, who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Mr. the Killer.
It is not the cat. You were trolled by chat.
Oh, I said meow like that.
Okay.
Oh, no, well, chat makes the same choice as me. That's good.
Trolling is real.
Wait! Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean, the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here to the witness stand. Right now. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Is this all right with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is all right to do this.
Oh my god, put the fucking receiver on the stand. Put the receiver on the stand! He doesn't have to implicate his location or give himself up. And he's just a businessman who's done a transaction, so why would he have any problem just talking into a microphone? Holy shit!
Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Also, of course, Edgeworth knows about the fucking receiver. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Oh my god. Oh
now then,
my
witness. God. Your name and your occupation, please.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
It's moving! I say...
That's so good.
What is going on here? Your Honor, how can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court.
That urgent phone call he got earlier was about when he freaked out.
I want to see the transceiver crash out.
Oh my god. Yeah, the panic frame. Struck by lightning.
Electricity, antenna going in and out.
Smoke coming out.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court.
Yo, I have seen motherfuckers on whatchamacallit, video calls being like, yeah, Your Honor, I'm just pulling over now. You're not supposed to be driving. I'm not in my car. What? You have a suspended license. What are you doing? Huh? You're breaking up your eye.
That's stupid.
We can put a fucking walkie-talkie on the stand.
First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelly the Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya!
Maya. Of course. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. This is insane. This isn't a court case. It's a part of the fucking crime. We're satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer.
Looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so...
You just have to take my word for it without explaining what the fuck is going on?
Now then, witness.
Oh my
There is
God.
one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
Yeah, I guess as long as prosecution and defense agree, then judge is like, whatever. What would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
Is as you say, I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
No. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream. Ugh.
What's he gonna say? Witness testimony.
About my client. This is so crazy.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than trust in a client in himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
Oh!
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
Cross-examination.
About my client. Oh boy.
What the fuck? Holy shit. What is Matt thinking right now? Sipping that brandy real like eyes wide. There's something I must first state. Hold it. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. You know what the word first means. Sorry. Go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. For an assassin, nothing's more important than the trust between a client and himself. Hold it. Trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner.
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before. If it ever did. Yes? That person would be my client for very long. It would certainly...
That's enough! Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. That's the reason I'm here today on this witness stand. Hold it. It seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
The gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me. Would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything. That wasn't me.
That should better what? Solve? Here's my wish that you grasp this concept. Give the name. Hold it. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow that coming from this makes it less than good. I don't really care about all that extra fluff. Just tell us the name already.
Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and close, so we're going to have to work to get him to talk.
Not his therapist, you know. I feel like that could be a sign of the agreement.
Yeah, leaving a card. Maybe he cares about people knowing who did it. You know?
Calling card. It's literally a calling card.
No?
Your Honor, God damn it.
Aw. Section denied. Use your gray matter.
Wait a minute. I did press everything and get looped back around, right?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, she forces it forward.
Not that straightforward, huh? Say his name.
There's no point of question, though. We're just making connections. And have to work to get him to talk. Okay, hold on. Let's press again. This led to nothing. This stalled as well.
What?
Guys, what the fuck just happened?
You repress normal?
I pressed a second time and it's changing.
Oh man, this changes the rules of the game.
Okay. I mean, didn't we see this last time too?
It happened.
There was a rule-breaking
once?
press. There was a rule-breaking press last session.
Yes.
Where we pressed a second time and progress occurred, and I went, "Oh fuck." Okay.
So now the new rule is press twice.
Press twice. I'm sorry, but I'm wondering about something you just said. Yeah, that is, RPG talk to everybody rules. Talk to them a second time. They repeat their line. You're done talking to them.
Yeah.
What if they repeat the same thing twice and then there's a third line afterwards?
That's mean.
That's very mean. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
Person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Assassin with conscience. We figured.
Now then, everyone, you think you can understand my logic?
This case seems getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think. Really?
In that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent.
It didn't add a 5th pip.
Did it change the previous one? Or like... Oh?
Double press? Okay, the prescribed roll. That one had a tag on it. And then we get to the final one. Ah, this changed. This changed.
Okay.
Now then, I do believe it's about time I reveal the name of my client. Don't you agree?
Hold it.
What is it?
I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
That person's name is... Adrian Andrew.
What? Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier.
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client. It is Adrian Andrews.
What? This can't be. On the phone earlier.
Andrews! Adrian! Huh? What is going on here?
My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? Is this a triple layer of client protection?
I'm sure in order to get an audience with his court. Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt on guard, perhaps. This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you are the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelley the Killer.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his condition for the entire kidnapping to begin with. Like, at the end of the day, lest we forget, being caught up in the moment, the murder occurred, and then a crime was investigated. But prior to all of this, a kidnapping occurred with the condition that you get Matt on guard off.
Fully acquitted.
And whatever happened in the midst of the case, including Matt potentially betraying Shelly, if that actually occurred, or if they had a falling out, then what reason does Shelly have to continue kidnapping Maya?
Yeah.
He is not kidnapping Maya, as far as we know, as an extension of his services to do the assassination. He did it.
He did do the crime.
So now what we have, it could be an extension of his services. We don't know. But what reason would he have to continue kidnapping her if he fell out with Matt on guard?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that was his condition. So he would just be like, oh, well, fuck him then. There you go.
Yeah.
And
But
also, I'm out of here.
He's not doing that.
Right?
Yeah.
If he got betrayed, he would just drop her off somewhere and piece the fuck out. So we don't know what the deal is with his approaching you to begin with.
Prosecution has failed to provide motive. Provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, you have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Angard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion. Call me when you've reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. What now? With the way this is going, Angard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
I'm kind of surprised that the law here is not using the technicality of, like, oh, whoever committed the murder. They're actually willing to go past that to the
client.
To the client.
Yeah.
Right. Which is true.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer's lying. On guard. Client. I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
You want a perfect record, buddy?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelly the Killer is certainly lying under oath.
From our perspective, Phoenix Wright is undefeated, no?
He is.
Yeah.
Yep. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie.
Miss Andrews.
The suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died.
She was... That defensiveness about the note was, like, flimsy, weirdly, for something that was, like, we thought was real at the time.
And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. A knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impact was a large part of your life.
This? Just looking at this case on paper, with the amount of bullshit afoot, like, this should be awful. Right? The amount of insane, impossible to call things occurring should be terrible and frustrating and bad. But it works. It's actually working. And I think the subject matter has a lot to do with that. And the characters.
You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me.
Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I'm gonna hold up this phone. In the hopes that a crashed out, bleeding fucking gumshoe can drag himself over or even kick the door down.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya?
How about we save this file first?
That is nuts.
Ooh.
Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
We bluff on reality, baby. Always believe.
The show must go on.
1% is the same as 100%.
Phoenix.
I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept the not guilty.
You are a lawyer.
I know. But Madame Guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. Can't let someone else take the fall. I let Miss Andrews be convicted. I'm no better than on guard. Even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. It's because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. Trust? Never thought about it until... I trust him.
Yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further continue to question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But, that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witness lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor.
Oh,
Still more evidence to look at. I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor.
The truth.
Let's go!
Has a verdict been...
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
Talking about? Usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? Witness testimony.
About my client part 2.
As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did defame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover this body and to the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrido was dead. Even more appalling is the creation and planting of a knife and a button. That is what I was referring to when I said client had broken my rules.
This is a most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now? However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. I have a choice here.
Oh, why? What that witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case.
Order! What the actual fuck is going on anymore?
If you scrutinize the testimony, then...
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us. Reach out to the truth. Let's go.
I've already stated quite a few times Adrian Andrews is my client, however.
Hold it!
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Press him on the wrong way. I raise suspicions. I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes?
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
No. I'm not thinking of hiring.
Mr. Wright!
Yes?
You want to kill me? You want me dead, don't you?
Swing first, nigga! Swing first!
Swing first!
Oh, no! Why would you think something like that? You're a...
Guilty! Mr. Felix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty!
Witness, let's
Hidden
continue.
shank in the gavel. Where are you? Come! Getting flashbacks to the war. The Revolutionary War.
Oh my gosh. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not?
One thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime.
Hold it. I would think that most people would be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah. Well, changing occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I'm the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer.
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulder. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from me. And to frame another for them.
Hold it. Are you talking about the button and knife?
Yes, my business card. Oh, this card. But no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make them possible.
You try to make things easy.
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He devoted to his... But to disregard everything and to go and stab the deceased with a knife, even hide my card from sight. That is something I cannot overlook. Really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene? Hold on. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I'd suggest you plan for your alibi too. I suggest taking a nap while snoring the words alibi, alibi, alibi in between your honk shoes.
Worked for all my previous clients.
I have a list you can consult of other alibis. Nope, I already told you. Nope, no intention of using your services ever. Thank you. Does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Judge is like... Adrian Andrews knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrido was dead. Hold it! From the very beginning? That is correct. Before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I wonder if that's really true.
That's odd.
Even more appalling is the creation and planting the knife and button. Why do you think that client did that? What do you mean, why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Why would someone who's requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that is not possible. My job is to kill. That is all. And to leave my business card behind, naturally. Business card is so my clients may escape. And protect them is my duty.
You could kill, but you won't frame. You're too prideful in your work to frame, and she needs him to be guilty. So you're not going to take that part of the deal. Is what he's saying.
Even if they say it's for revenge, setting up someone else to take the fall. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
Hold it. And that's all you have to testify?
Yes. I pray that I'll never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find the person to take my place. I'm the fourth successor.
Oh my god. We're running on Sith rules.
Dude.
Okay. We got some fucking Bushin Ryu action going on in the background here. That the killer line must continue.
I'll say the killer sounds less and less of a clown as time goes by.
Oh, he's never been a clown. From the jump.
Like,
he's a professional.
yo, he's a pro's pro.
This is Agent 47 on the fucking line.
Yo.
You call me in, I'll do the job, and I'm out. Slight little notice, touch of the juice. Pay attention to the way that the radio is tilting during the conversation.
Absolutely, and the lighting up as well.
Little detail is quite nice.
Extra lay. How would you like to end your life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me. No. I'm fine. Really.
Are you really now? Huh?
What kind of man the judge thinks I am now?
What are you going to do now, Phoenix?
All I can do now is double press. Since the game is changing as we play it. And expose the lies.
That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right?
So confused. The one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Alright, double press.
I'm right here, Phoenix. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, son.
Body armor under the robes.
Oh yeah, you shopping? You shopping for prizes?
Yeah, there's a lot of press.
It's a lot of repressing.
A lot of presses,
if you go that route. Yeah.
He didn't mention... Oh, no, wait, hold on. Like, he's giving his testimony so far, but he hasn't mentioned whatever deal he had with Matt and the handing off of the bear.
No.
So... that's still up in the air, even though there's also a second costume in play. You haven't explained that part. Right. There was a point here. Yeah. Yeah. All your clients know precisely what's happening at all times. Why? Because you're communicating with them either via radio transceiver or via camera?
Good idea.
Objection!
No. Hold on. Double press continues. Yeah. So they know at all times what's going on. It wasn't because of the camera that would have been running at the time of the murder. Transmission of the data to the clients? Is that what you're trying to imply here? Even though that was going to a different place than expected? Back to the bear? It could be something along those lines, or it could be the transceiver. No? No, it's not going to go that way. If they're not going precisely off of the... Let me just do the third one, just to be 100.
As far as we know, she didn't know
Yeah, that doesn't make
until
sense.
she went in, right?
Correct. Well, as far as we know, but that also could... But, like, it could have been, according to what he's saying, like, she knew he was dead, but she walked in order to, begin the framing. But then, oh, well, hold on. Besides the part where they said they know what's going on at all times, there was the shocked spill.
Oh, why would she be shocked if she already knew? With the broken
There
glass?
was that moment, the broken glass. Yeah. Is that what we're going to use here? It could be that. The reason why I'm hesitating is because of the press line that specifically says that talks about what they know when. So let's see if we go this way. No.
What was the previous line before that?
That's odd. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene.
That's where he talks about the alibi, right?
Yes. No. Okay. There's the statement, which... Alright, she already knew from the very beginning. And then, when we zoom in, by pressing, our attention is drawn towards the communication. We've already tried the camera. We've already tried all the other communication devices. So that doesn't work. Neither does the shock of the crime scene. I mean, I don't know that the juice or the guitar case would represent that idea sufficiently enough. But the idea being that she made a mistake. Like, that's too distant. Too distant. Yeah. she walked over with the knife. If what he's saying is true, she got up with the intent to frame. So this doesn't disprove that point. It wasn't a great plan walking into the room and then suddenly someone else walking out, but... If what she's saying is true, then no. No, it's not that thread. Not that thread.
How could she have known? I'm running out.
What ideas?
Well, how to fucking sling it?
No, I know. I'm just like, if you've got any, let me know. I'm definitely working through everything I've got. I don't know what other angle to attack this from. I've walked through it all verbally right now. I feel like if we're going into her thought process, you know, I've recapped all that. But if you have any thoughts, please.
Like,
Well, how would Adrian Andrews already know that he was dead? As far as we know, she walked in and she saw the body and stuck the knife inside, right?
Yes. So if we're gonna recap,
So she,
his.
how do we contradict the statement?
This is the question.
Yeah,
This is the question. His version of events is trying to say that everything she did, including getting the knife, taking the bloody thing, and everything that happened in the apartment, in the hotel room, is premeditated, right? So his version of events is to suggest that she walked in, knowing he was dead, and just intended to tamper with the crime scene to make sure that it didn't look like an assassination, but to make sure that it looked like Matt on guard did the murder, right? So based on everything that happened, it was really suspicious that we looked at it and went, oh, she didn't expect to see him dead, but then took the opportunity to stage it as a murder from Matt on guard to take her revenge, right?
Okay.
I didn't kill him, but I'm using this opportunity, is what we thought. He's saying no, she actually wanted to do this from the start, but effectively I was not willing to frame anyone else for the murder. In fact, I'm prideful of the fact that I killed, so I want my calling card to be there.
Yeah.
And she is like, well, that's not useful to me. I'm only hiring you, according to him, to frame Matt. Therefore, I'm going to tamper and take the card away. I'm going to hide the card deliberately and take a bunch of other stuff. The fact that she took the card is pretty dumb and suspicious, because we were like, why the fuck did you take the card?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I just
Yeah, just
whoops.
looked it up.
And that's not a great excuse for somebody who is innocent, so to speak.
But it did happen.
But it happened,
Yeah.
right? So following through on his thread right now, I'm trying to find an angle to defend it, but I don't see one. That's my recap. Maybe if we think differently, we think about it in terms of people.
Went in. Glass broke. The juice.
She placed. Supposedly poured it because she was nervous. I was trying to point to this or this as a sign of, like, her doing something while nervous.
Yeah.
Objection!
Oh my god. It actively wanted the juice.
Oh. Wow, okay.
Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Carita had been murdered.
But how do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they never would have left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Do you remember that point? Do you remember her pouring the glass because she thought he fainted? I'm remembering...
Yes.
Okay.
You did say that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, then I misremembered that point. I thought she poured the glass herself. And, oh god, it was, this was like 4 sessions ago.
This was a long time ago, yeah. But yeah, the juice because of the fainting, and then she realized that he was dead. That was in one of her testimonies, I think.
Yes. What I misremembered, I guess, is that she poured it and set it down, and then we challenged her on how you could be so calm. And then we found out about the broken vase and in the water. All right. Well, anyway.
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail?
A stutter?
It's not very important. It's a point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Carita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Most mean.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Objection!
Objection, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
I guess revealing Maya is obviously endangering. So
Oh, yeah.
Very well. Now I have to buy more time. Wait for the items the killer left behind. Get here. Know that the very outcome of this trial is with those items.
Breathtaking. Man, I'm so sorry. I brain farted. I thought you presented the juice, but you presented the guitar case?
yes, because I was trying to talk about the fact that there was a fumble,
Right.
there was a broken case, there was a stumble, there was a fuck up,
Yeah.
and I was trying to use that
That moment
shakiness
of like, oh my god, this is a surprise to me.
to say that
Yeah.
she did not know,
Yeah.
and the game said no.
Yeah.
And then I went, all right, there was the glass she poured. And then I remembered that incorrectly as she poured herself a glass and then put it down. And then we pressed her to say, why would you see a dead body and then
And
pour
pour a
yourself a glass and
glass.
put it down?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we're like, oh, we talked about how she was a calm and calculated person so far because we didn't see her shaky side yet.
Mhm.
So far, she had a cool demeanor.
She was cool, she was in control.
So we were operating on that level. Therefore, that's what I was remembering at the time.
I see.
And then when we found out about the broken vase, which I initially thought was signs of a struggle,
Mhm.
and it turned out she was like, "Oops, no, I fucked up and broke that glass." And again, this was like 4
Yeah,
sessions
it was
ago,
a long time ago, yeah.
right? So I did not at all recall that the pouring of the glass was related to fainting and her not recognizing it as a corpse initially.
I was distracted. I thought we had submitted the class and the judge said no.
This request came to a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. I met at a certain bar to discuss the fight. That was what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I've made no mistakes.
The reality of this is literally every single game after this with a log of text would make all of these problems go away. If we could just scroll the fuck up, you know?
Yeah, it would be tough to like go back way back. Right?
It would, but some games do it.
Oh yeah, okay. Or maybe just like a key points log. Something, anything. Right?
Persona, SMT, you get a lot of RPGs these days with a text log that just literally lets you scroll the fuck
To
back.
the beginning of the game.
Not to the beginning of the game, but to the beginning of the chapter.
Okay, yeah, okay. Where you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Anyone's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Request taking.
This request came to me, about a week ago.
1 week ago.
Sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. Was barely able to finish. And you request my services, Mr. Attorney. I hope you will keep that in mind.
Please stop.
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and
There was a stutter, and that is to be remembered. Lest we forget. But it is true that taking that card absent-mindedly
That was stupid.
is way too stupid to be unintentional. And if it was unintentional, then it just coincidentally lines up with his narrative in a really convenient way. You know what I mean? It's so incriminating that it's insane, but to believe in her, we have to trust that she did it without thinking.
Yeah.
And he just happens to have wanted that to happen to frame it this way.
Plausible.
Very difficult.
Was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony.
Hold it!
Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's requests. As for why, I only had my suspicions. Or suspicions. So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there'll be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrida's room. I'd like you to retrieve that item for me.
Is we talking about the bear puzzle? Yes, exactly. The handoff.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its content at the press conference after all.
That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It was very important.
Made one thing clear. That is, the client knew the secret of the bear figurine.
Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony.
Hold up.
Hold it!
Then he lets it go. Okay.
Hold it!
What about the other branch?
Exactly. Which that sounds plausible, but in the end, it's just as conjecture. No, Your Honor, I don't think it's very important.
Well then, witness, please continue.
But at a certain bar to finalize a few.
Hold it!
You physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was that brief pause? What the fuck was that?
Oh, that's weak, the killer.
What the
That's weak, the killer.
Hey, yo!
Shelly!
I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. Never taken a request by telephone or on mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. The only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It was very important. Of course it was. I'm sure the killer had met his client before the murder, and it's unlikely he's mistaken.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
No, I guess so.
See? It's just as I said.
I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax. Now then, will the witness please continue?
Yeah, I thought we were setting up the... I thought we were going to say it was very important because now we can press him on the details of meeting her in person and push that little gap, but
Yeah.
that's not where the game went.
Hold it!
Rewind. Why he meets his clients is not important. That wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
Oh,
What do you mean by that?
The question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I already told you, Mr. Wright. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him.
Him? Really? Really, dude?
Fake name?
Hi, I'm Adrian Andrews. Nice to meet you. Sure, whatever you say your name is.
What? You're saying that the killer met with On Guard and On Guard introduced himself as Adrian Andrews?
I'm throwing that dart.
What are the odds that he wouldn't know that it's Matt On Guard
I-
after working in his place?
I don't know.
After working in this place, Matt On Guard is known personality.
I don't know.
That would be
I am an assassin. I am hired to do the deal.
yeah. Okay, let's
Matt On Guard is being framed for my crime. I committed that crime. I'm the murderer. Who the fuck is Matt On Guard? I don't know, but he didn't kill him. He's on the stand. He's on the crime. He's on the stand for being the one who's guilty. Well, he didn't do it. I did. Fuck that. You better make sure that whoever this person is, they get off, because that's not what happened. I killed. And furthermore, my client, Adrian Andrews, is guilty if you want them, but that's between me and them. But whoever this other person is, they have nothing to do with this case, and I'm not going to stand for framing. I put my card down to make sure you know who did it.
So, do you think that he met face to face with On Guard
I think
and that he didn't see who's in court?
I'm taking this one fucking line without clicking forward
All right.
to
Okay.
update my brain's autopsy report. And it can
Okay.
be crazy, but that's what the fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck else is this?
I'm hoping that it's a slip of the tongue.
Let's find out.
And
Let's
he
find
was
out.
Like,
Let's find out. Let's find out.
yeah, it's Adrian Andrews. That's why I meant him. And he's like, oh fuck, I said him instead of her.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just we're in the woods right now, man. That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client. Because it's so weird if he's covering while being so prideful of his job, but then you're lying about certain aspects of this. Okay.
Oh, let's see what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It was very important because he misgendered the person he met. I heard what I think I heard just now. And I think I've got him. And I believe the testimony just now was of utmost importance. What other reason would he think Adrian Andrews was a man? Is it because he met and spoke to a different person? The only other man is Juan Corrida, the victim. Oh. And he referred to him by name, talking about the room and the surveillance and the bearer. So that doesn't lead to anything. I'm just take your brain on a walk for a second. I just, you know. Anyway, let's just click.
Oh, really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I can trust this person as a client.
I mean, if he's looking at evil asshole.
Like,
I might be stupid fucking wrong here while we don't know what the future
Oh,
holds.
shit.
But we gotta be in the. I gotta be in the realm. Like he didn't meet her. Is the point? He didn't meet her.
He didn't meet her.
That's what I'm getting. Like no matter what, regardless of whatever motivations I'm throwing at it, he didn't meet
He
her.
didn't meet her.
Yeah.
And oh shit, maybe it's like goods versus evil on guard.
Well,
And he thinks Adrian Andrews is evil on guard.
I
But
what?
I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Sure, I guess. You know, it's just.
Because Adrian can be a man's name, right?
It can be a man's name, and that's what I'm deliberately. That's why I had that moment
Yeah.
where I was like, "Oh, that can work." Anyway, we can just click and watch. It's just fun to guess where things are going, so you can get the in the frame of reference.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. All right. What are we talking about here? But as we know, that's not how it turned out. Correct? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right? Well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
I would like to check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate?
I believe I made no mistakes. All right, let's do the final press here. So your client was Adrian Andrews. Right. Well, it says the two of them met. If they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong. Excuse me, there shouldn't be anything wrong. Killer's testimony. Before I present this, can you think of any other reason the word him is being used here? Because it's obviously wrong, and well, we can simply float on the fact that it's wrong, but I'm curious if there's any way for us to know why, or if it's simply in the realm of, oh, this is
Whoa.
interesting.
That's new, right?
That's new. We definitely did not have both cards there. Yeah, that's that's an insane localization error, or
Impossible.
It's-
That would have
it's-
never flown.
yeah.
through,
So
right?
what I'm saying is, in the gameplay, can you think of a reason, but why that would be the case? Because it seems so fucked up.
From the moment I saw him, I thought,
No.
well, him, he clearly met a man.
Mhm.
But for me, the fact that like Matt on guard is here
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, no, she's the one I met. I met Adrian Andrews, but then he's saying him. Either he's trying to cover on guard, which I think it's not the case. I think he's like the him. Sorry. The him.
Because I was for a second, I was almost like, it's like he could be his representation, her representation, or whatever, but that doesn't work because he's like, I need to meet you face to face.
There was a small part of me at the very beginning that thought, oh, he's saying it's Adrian Andrews, and then he went him, like, oh fuck, I used the wrong pronoun because I actually met Matt on guard, and he just fucked up. But I was like, no, that would be too simplistic, right? That would be too boring in a way. So then I went, oh, him, Adrian could be a guy's name, so maybe he met the evil part of On Guard, and Matt On Guard is the cool dude-areno surfer guy. That's where my brain went.
that he's thinking of the two personalities as two different people.
Yeah.
And that one of them is Adrian and the other is Matt.
That Matt on guard showed up as the asshole, but it was like, yeah, my name is Adrian.
Okay. Okay.
But that's a lot of like
Yeah. I'd like to go over this one more time, Bailiff. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time, correct? Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelley the killer? You've never met the real Adrian Andrews. But why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up about her. What is the issue? Hey! Nani?
I was like, hold up. But hey.
Nani kore?
Nani tendayo?
No. どういう意味だ? What is the meaning of this? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you she's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh!
Order in the court, Mr. Wright.
信じられない.
What is the meaning of this?
The witness testified the following. He always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Okay, so he either never met in person or is just lying. Lying is also simple too.
Lying is good.
Lying is super
it's
simple
so
too.
good.
You. Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name.
Does this work in Japanese? Did they also go with a unisexual name in Japanese? Like Makoto?
Mayhaps, yeah.
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Hiro Kamiya. Okay.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender.
That's crazy.
It never came up. It never came up. Damn, I want to see the Greek translation of this game to see if it ends in OS or with A. Oh shit.
And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on?
Yo, check the script. They never said she. And would he have heard on the... How good is the speaker?
Shelley the Killer. This court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. What had happened was...
So does that mean you remember something different now? With your perfect memory?
Oh, yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more, He's just gonna spit out more lies. Maya's just like, arms folded, like, bitch!
Very well, but this time please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Objection! Pronouns, Your Honor! Eviscerated. FF14.gif. She, her.
Vaporized.
Okay. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. We ain't there.
We gotta go.
We're not there.
We're not there. We gotta go. We are out of time.
Brother.
Brutal. I said it was a shorter day, and it turns out it was.
It was super short.
I thought, I was hoping, but it is what it is. That's another cliffhanger. At least we're starting on the testimony. At least we're on the testimony.
Oh my god! This guy!
It's insane. It's insane. I said from the jump. I said we had 3 hours.
Yeah. Dude, this story though.
This is insane.
This is a crazy
This is insane.
And the fact that, like, until now, like, this swerve right at the end.
Well, now it's just a question of, did he meet a liar? Or did he meet no one and nothing, Duckman?
Oh my god.
That's the question.
I guess we'll figure it out next time.
I have to know. Sorry, I have to know. Hold on. I have to know. Before I eat shit here, I have to know. Because it's not an insane theory. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail.
By mail?
There may have been times I took a job without having met my client. What? The request was for the murder of Juan Corrida and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client might be a man.
Brother.
Bruh!
Bro.
Bruh!
Clown.
Not like this.
At the end, put the face mask on,
Return to the big top.
put the nose on, the hair.
The big top never dies.
Way, the killer. You had it so good.
You sounded so cool.
We're so
You
boss.
sounded so professional. I called you Agent 47. That's crazy. We are still at the big top.
Yo, OSS 117, you're the
A website email. I sent out a Google form and they sent it back. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, this is filled up. All right.
PayPal? Uh-huh. Okay.
Got
Run it. Cheetos all over the fucking shirt and all over the mouse and keyboard. Cheeto dust everywhere while he's reading the request.
Pathetic.
Piss bottles. Piss bottles.
Jugs. They're actual jugs.
And Cheeto dust around the fucking computer where that request came in. Holy fuck, Shelly. That's crazy. We'll see you next time. Could be microphone. He seemed to be about his shit, and it was easier to believe that he was about his shit and that they were misled by a ringmaster than it was like, oh, you're just a fucking fool. You're just a dumbass. You know? I thought they were setting up the cool route on that one. Well, okay.
God.
Yeah, I'm not taking shit on that. I think that is, if you're assuming that he's operating as smoothly as he has perceived to be, I think that is a reasonable potential from the darkness. That's not the worst stab in the world. Now, we got to wrap it up.
We're done for today.
Thank you so much, everybody. Real quick, let me get to the message. Nope, bad guy, how you doing? Here's my fun fact about Ace Attorney 2's development. Shu Takumi was wasted. According to development for Ace Attorney 2, currently archived in Gekuten Library. He returned from his vacation following Ace Attorney 1, was given 3.5 months to write 5 cases, one of the cut for cartridge space, during which time to get through it, he described working outside normal office hours, drinking whiskey outside of out of a health drink bottle, and getting caught by his division chief, Shinji Mikami, which would explain the previous message we got about somebody making fun of the fact that he woke up in a drunken stupor and wrote Big Top. Got it. What's going on?
Oh, we're done for today. You can check us out on YouTube. The name of the channel is WoolieVersus. Yeah. We're gonna have more Phoenix Wright episodes coming out your way soon. Final Fantasy 14, Joe Guns gets ordered around by Lettuce. Also, Reggie versus Dark Souls 2, He Found You was the last episode. There should be one coming soon. Maybe now even. And if you want some Castle Super Beast clips, you can check out Small Dico Energy as well as Astronauts with Keyblades.
All right.
Yep.
We will be back not tomorrow, but on Saturday for a brief get into fighting games. We're going to have a little chit chat with Keats about game balance, and then we're going to check out the Tokon beta while we can for just a little bit. Another short session, so come hang out. It'll be. Take it easy. We'll see you next time. Peace the fuck out.
Good night.